YugiohMint.com is now TradingCardMint.com. Please check out their selection of over 20,000 cards with prices cheaper than TCG Player.
Alright, time for a real cards deck profile. And I will say these things are always very fun getting the chance to do. So guys, I actually want you to check out our friends down at TradingCardMint.com. You guys know you can enter MCL40 and save you guys yourselves a little bit of money. I always like working with them. They definitely help out the Vanguard side of the channel. I know a lot of people remember them as Yugioh Mint from a long time ago. So please do check them out. And like I said, if you check out enter MCL40, save a little bit of money. You know what I mean. So we're going to be talking about Sky Strikers. Went undefeated at Sneak Preview. Was actually a pretty good weekend. Went 5-0 in Swiss. Deck actually performed a little bit better than I thought it was going to. So what ended up happening was, I was looking at a few of the 200th list. I was like, I don't like any of these like tech choices. And I was looking at Aaron McGuinness and a few other people, looking at Cam's list from Texas, and I was kind of deciding on just generalized tech choices and things like that for the weekend. Well, the other thing is my locals isn't, we had like 27 people. We're not really a Sky Striker meta. If anything, we're very heavy Goki populated. And it just so happens that I geared the deck towards more Goki. And, well, yeah, ended up not playing against Goki. And as is tradition, sneak peek stuff was viable. I played for hires round 1. The deck is actually kind of scary. I lost game 2 just to... You kind of run out of steam, so there's really not a lot of things you can do. I don't remember round 2. Round 3 was Trickstar. Round 4 was a Sky Striker Mirror. And round 5 was Mech Knight Invoked. So, I mean, there was a good chunk of meta there. Mech Knight Invoked is a decently scary matchup for this deck because I find myself with that Hercules base that it's not so much that I'm, like, struggling, but, like, the momentum that the deck kind of has just... You have to grind. And, oh no, round 2 was True Draco, actually. I remember now. Yeah, really good chunk of the meta there. But when you play this deck, you have to understand that, like, you have to do a lot of grinding. This deck's pure advantage comes from, you know, taking advantage of your opponent and just out-grinding them. Especially in True Draco, for example. Like, you just have to make some really good calls. Even in the Sky Striker Mirror, like, the deck is a little bit more troublesome than others. So, of course, 3 copies of Sky Striker Ray. You have no reason not to be playing this card, especially in the full package that this beauty actually is. So, pretty good. Now, I'm playing 6 hand traps. Now, my logic for this was, I like Ogre. I played this deck enough that I feel I've become dependent on hand traps to a degree. I get that the format's evolving to the point of where we're not really wanting to see these because Sky Striker mirrors are going to be predominantly your thing. Like, this card kind of sucks in the mirror. You have one good target and it's called multi-roll. Outside of that, I mean, it's just kind of a fail. And I mean, like, Ash Blossom's just more inherent value. But, I mean, you can side these for other things. Just understand what you're getting yourself into with this card. I think it was fine for my format, especially like if you're against Goki, you board this shit out hella fast. Like, absolutely no problem. Spells, triple engage, no reason not to be playing this bad boy. Triple copies of Thine Widow Anchor, and yeah, I mean, you if you're not playing these, you're absolutely doing it wrong. Deck is in very beautiful, almost German rarity. 2 copies of multi-roll. I'm not on that 3 life. I don't think 3 is correct. I think a lot of people have evolved past that concept, especially at the 200th. Like, it was just too bad. Like, I don't see any point. I'll stick with my 2 for now, especially in the mirror. Like, yeah, this card is nuts. I find that this card, you have to play this card very, very well. And I find that the more I play this card, just the better value you get for this. Like, multi-purposing. Like, this card blew last format, but oh my god, this card is so good right now. Like, it's insane. Now, I'm only playing 1 Eagle Booster. I know popular opinion people like too. I only found this useful once actually, and it was a scenario where I was going to get OTK, and this just let me save my monsters. This card predominantly is for the mirror match, and I understand that, but I don't know, it almost, outside of the mirror, it just doesn't seem that good. One copy of Hornet Drones. Now, I'm on the 2-2 split here. I don't like 3 field spell. I think 3 field spells kind of meh. I understand that you want to see the field spell. It makes the deck fine, but I still particularly find that 2-2 of this works, at least for my playstyle. I don't have any direct conflict with that. Now, I'm playing this. I think that this is the best way to go about it. Even last format, when I was still playing the Foolish Barrel Engine, I was talking about it on my channel. I found you would almost always side out the third Foolish. This package can be sided out however you please, but being able to kill this off of your multi-roll and other things, I don't know, I find it to be useful. So I just like the value that the package gives you. Now, I'm playing 2 copies of Afterburners and no jamming waves, and I am playing this. Logically, if you're playing nothing but Sky Strikers all day, this card is actually pretty bad. I actually played the Sky Striker mirror at Locals round 4, and I drew this card, but my opponent actually ashed my engage and put me in a bad position. I actually used this, contrary to popular belief in the mirror, you don't want to use this card because, you know, you're probably going to lose because you're banishing 10 resources. But you also have to understand that in a situation, especially the mirror match, if you do get ashed, this weird little card can actually put you back in the game. Now, I'm not playing 2. I thought about it. It just kind of seemed like any time I would see it as a one-of, it was fine. It's really weird because my logic on one-ofs is really strange, but I've drawn Desires enough with my life that I think 1 is fine, especially in a deck like this. Like, playing 1 Rhoda, 1 Upstart, triple copies of Twin Twister, once again just for the heavy back row decks. Now, this statement kind of contradicts what I was saying about being more of a Goki heavy format, but we do have Ultra guys, so I'm trying to cover for 2 birds with 1 stone. Now, the Heat de Resistance. 3 strikes and a warning. So, I originally wasn't going to play this, and then I was watching a couple more of the profiles, and one guy said warning was incredibly good. I'm like, well, if I'm already playing these, then I may as well go with the warning. And holy shit, this card was so good. And then the last trap card I'm playing is Heavy Storm Duster. Once again, just look, it's a card we bored out, guys. This card was actually really good against True Draco, though. I was lucky enough to draw in that matchup. So, alright, so Token Waifu. Best anime waifu. Actually, it's a Lucia, but I gotta get that. This was something I picked up at the 200th, and I gotta love it. Cool MQ40 tokens. Black and SS Blue Vegito. The only cool tokens out there, honestly. Like, they look so cool. Actually, I'm just enjoying a waifu more than I should be, actually. Alright. So, of course, Japanese Sky Striker tokens. I'm just that kind of weeb. Now, I'm playing 3 Hayate, 3 Zuku, and 3 Kagari, 3 Zuku, and 3 Hayate. So I cut the Hercules base. I don't know how I feel about it. I still kind of feel lost without it, because every time I get scapegoated, I want to cry myself to sleep. But didn't really have an issue with the extra Hayate. Just kind of something to kind of step into as like a resource burn a little bit. You just have to be more cautious of your pieces. 1 Phoenix and 1 Unicorn. I learned my lesson from the 200th. My lesson was, I don't know why I wasn't playing Unicorn and I was playing Ningirsu. Oh, that was a terrible mistake. Playing 1 copy of Triple Burst Dragon. To be completely honest with you, This hasn't come up yet, but I would rather have this than Ningirsu, I feel. I don't see any problem with it. Literally, you have a slot to change. I mean, I could cut triple burst for a Dante or some shit from my locals. One copy of Isolde, Cherry's Target, one Topological Bomber Dragon, and of course, one of the OTK Generator himself. This doesn't come up as much as you think, but I would rather have it just to be safe. And then, last, but certainly not least, the side deck. 3 copies of Seer Mode, so I was originally going to play 3 copies of Gamma Seal. This was fine. Like, it didn't come up at all, but LOL Goki heavy format. 3 copies of Reaper. This is for the mirror and Goki. Didn't draw it in the mirror, but had I probably would have been extremely happy. Like, card is the definition of Value Town. 3 copies of Shared Ride. Me and my opponent shared righted each other 5 times. And it was glorious. Like, so bad. Triple copies of Impermanence. So I was thinking about this, and I'm kind of glad I played this. I didn't want to play Ghost Spell because I was like, I have enough hate for Goki. I want something more versatile for other matchups. And this was an extremely good call. I am not disappointed in that at all. And then, because I hate myself, 3 copies of Mind Crush. So every time I play, I find myself wanting Mind Crush. This is literally like a 1 or 2 of I side in randomly, and it actually works out. It's very, very strange, just in terms of what you can do with this card. I can't say I'm shocked at the value that Mind Crush gives you, but it's really good in this current format. So this is my list from last weekend. Please do check out our friends at tradingcardmint.com. Down below in the description. Remember, enter MCO40 so you guys save a little bit of money. And well, that is all I have for this video, guys. Peace out.